to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Roethlisberger's Steelers going up against Flacco's Ravens.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Stafford on first down. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Second down following the run. Here's Stafford. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right near the 39. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Fresh set of downs here. Out of the gun, Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. T.J. Watt in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. Here's Coleman. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 41-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And this one is incomplete.
Wasn't it fun in pregame standing downstairs and watching Matthew Stafford throw the football? I mean, that bad boy just whistled.
He can just rock it.
It just whistled by us, didn't it? But what is the one knock on him? Accuracy.
Yeah.
And that's what we just saw there, an incompletion on that throw downfield.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Finding room inside the 40. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Brown. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
In order to be a great player, you have to be consistent. And Antonio Brown is definitely that. 4 straight seasons with 100 or more catches.
How many more years do you think he can put up that type of production?
I think at least another 4 in a row, because their offense is built to get him the football, whether it's outside, inside, and he's a featured guy, and I think that he really, really wants to continue at this pace.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 16. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. A screen to Bell. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. Now Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. That's caught by the rookie, Christian McCaffrey. And he is knocked down from the side at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Coleman now. Room here to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And that's something that's been lacking in Baltimore's running game the last few seasons, the ability to really hit on a big run.
Last year, their longest run was just 41 yards all season, 4 yards per carry near the bottom of the league. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And left side here, it's Graham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Stafford now on second down. On the screen, this is Coleman. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A Steeler first down, Roethlisberger to Bryant. Now a first down carry by Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And James has it. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Jesse James, 10 catches, 131 yards in the Steelers' 2 playoff games last year. A more than reliable tight end, a guy who can create big-time plays downfield. But let's face it, partner, you love calling that name in a game, don't you?
I do. But as we saw right there, he's really reliable on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yes, he is. Jesse James.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Connor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Counter, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Coleman, and he's got room. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
The reason that counter or misdirection plays work so well is that usually you've given them a reason to think that everything's going to the direction that starts initially. You've run that type of a play throughout the game. You've given them that look. And now you're going to counter things and bring it back the other way. Almost a tendency breaker at times. And a lot of it is making sure that you have an illusion, almost like a magician. Look over here, but the play is actually happening over there, and that's where running back's vision comes into.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. And some room to maneuver. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now
and the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On second down, here's Stafford. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Well, that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
They go play action here on first down. Going deep here for Bryant. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Stafford here. That's Samuel, caught left side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw on second down is Stafford. Forced out to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They'll go again with Bell. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Now a first down throw. Stafford dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw on 2nd down. Stafford over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because You would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford throwing the out route incomplete. That's Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Javon Hargrave coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. To throw on second down. Stafford looking middle, and it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Final minute now of the third quarter. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Elsewhere, a third quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On second down, it's Bell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. His throw incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss a one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting to run. Now the toss to Bell running right. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing is Stafford. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
It's caught outright by Graham. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Stafford on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Big score, first step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Going tough. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they'll run it on the toss. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. 10 more there and another first down.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and it's picked up by the Steelers. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's
they
get out of here.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyson Alualu in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now it's Stafford. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And it's incomplete. Still time left, though. 2 seconds remaining now in the 4th quarter. And this looks to probably be the final play. One last throw here for Stafford. And that will be incomplete as time has...